Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. WWE Hall of Famer Rocky recently expressed his feelings over the Bloodline's attack on Roman Reigns in the most recent episode. The first tribal chief, SmackDown, was accosted by himself and Solo Sikoa companions in the last minutes of Roman was called out by the show Solo Sikoa. Reigns in the last section of the display. Reigns emerged and commenced altercation with Sikoa after placing Bloodline downward. Roman was surprisingly none other than Jacob Fatu launched an attack. In a matter of seconds, a lone Tamatonga with a triple powerbomb, Jacob struck the initial tribe chief when the program premiered to an end soon after the WWE Hall. In response to the part, famer Rocky said, uploading a narrative on his official Instagram handle as displayed beneath. Rocky has been closely monitoring the Bloodline for a considerable amount of time. He lately conveyed his dissatisfaction about WWE making a romantic on-screen implication relationship between Rhea and his son, Juso. Simone Stinker Ripley believed that the angle might ruin Jay's actual life. Rocky for marriage must be thrilled about the push that the individual has been getting on SmackDown in recent times. Sikoa is sure to take in a major singles bout against Roman Reigns. Later on in the process, the talk around the WWE Universe was so loud following the unbelievable spectacle that took place on the most recent WWE episode. Roman SmackDown. Reigns, the self-described leader of the tribe, had ruled for more than 3 years, solidifying his position as the lineage's leader and wielding an iron grip over SmackDown. First, but tonight, everything would alter Roman's cousin perceptions. Solo Sikoa surprised him by giving the ultimate treachery, a scene that the fans surprised, but only one voice specific struck a deeper chord than any others. Rocky, the Usos' father, an essential role in their family's history. Eventually, after observing his sons destroy the lineage. As soon as SmackDown started, betrayal began. Tensions were already elevated. Roman takes over had become more suspicious, particularly in light of recent close talks with Rollins, Seth, and Cody. Though the brewing storm wasn't the Rhodes, it was inside the Bloodline, yet outside of it. Juso, who had been at odds with Roman, had previously become more outspoken regarding his annoyances while working alone, remained silently perceptive, as if devoted to his more senior relative. During the Roman attempted to reunite with his family's demands for loyalty and devotion. The level of stress escalated to an extreme when Roman gave Jay and Solo the order to devastatingly defeat Kevin Owens in the ring. But the moment never materialized. Jay paused and took a look. Looking Roman in the eyes, she said the words, "Nobody anticipated you do not belong to my tribe." Ed, no longer the hostility between Rocky. In the days that followed, speculation about Rikishi's involvement in the conflict grew, and many people questioned whether the Hall of Famer would enter the ring once again to face Roman or perhaps his own WWE sons. The universe was split. Did Rocky concur the breakup of the ancestry, or did he views it as a crucial conclusion to Roman's oppressive rule? In a private conversation with Wwe, Rikishi elaborated on his emotions regarding Roman's direction. "I've witnessed Roman develop from a tiny child to a powerful adult. He has championed our family name with pride, but in the process that pride gave way to conceit, forsaking what it meant to be involved in this family. It goes beyond simply being the strongest, although taking the lead in lifting." When questioned over his son's choice to activate Roman, Rocky trembled his head gravely. "Jimmy alone, they made a decision, though not one I would have created. Despite being adult men, they felt Roman pushed them too far with his disdain. And already he is bearing the cost. Roman Reigns' reply at the arena. Reigns broken and bruised, turned away. Medical care while the cameras. He pushed after him backstage. All of them gone, including Paul Heyman, who seemed truly frightened by what was happening. That occurred burned Roman, who sat by himself in his changing area, gazing at his Universal Championship of his formerly unwavering confidence seems to be destroyed for years. For the first time, the tribal chief looked vulnerable as the days went by. Roman stayed quiet. But when, at last, Wwe got in touch with his team regarding a statement, the answer was, family time is essential, but when family is no longer family if they betray you. Jimmy alone, they will come to regret this. I'll make sure they pay what's due one by one. Next for the lineage, with the arrival of Raka, the image and the lineage were destroyed. The faction's destiny rested in the Raka would step into men's balance. Familial injuries, or would his participation only intensify the conflict between WWE Universe? Hypothesized that Archie might face Roman immediately providing a conclusion. Opposition to the formerly powerful tribe. Chief supporters questioned whether Solo CEO, the powerhouse, Silent, would separate, leave his siblings and forge his own course. Considering that the bloodline had just along the emotional heart collapse, the family was likewise ready to at last assume the center stage and possibly step Roman's position as the next head of the Samoan dynasty's legacy. Archie closed his interview with a profound contemplation of the Samoan combat sports dynasty. My dad, my brothers, my uncles. We created something unique. It goes beyond Roman carrying that torch, but it's time to go on to the next generation's unity or disunity, or part ways, leaving the legacy of there will only be one Hanoi family. There's no turning back. That much is certain. Following the events of tonight as SmackDown ceased broadcasting, and the WWE Universe buzzing with conjecture, one item was evidently Bloodline's devastation wasn't only a plot, rather, it was the collapse of a dynasty of families, and Archie, the one who assisted in laying the groundwork, would now have to manage the fallout with his sons and could even go up against the chief of the tribe personally.